Thank you. Congratulations to Illinois winning the basketball game. They did a great job making shots, put pressure on our defense. I thought Kofi did a good job around the rim, but I also thought Kobe Brown did a great job defending them down low, being physical with them. I thought we had some opportunities offensively to make shots. It just didn't go, but give them credit.
Questions? Coach, what's the message to the team in the locker room? You know, rivalry win, obviously tough to get out before Christmas. What's the message?
Oh, we just talked about things that took place in the game. Not defending at the level we needed to on three-point shots, really pressing up on those threes, really being aggressive, forcing those guys to make plays off the dribble at the rim in a nutshell. But outside of that, I just told them try best you can to enjoy the holidays. I mean, that's what this season, that's what it's about, to enjoy your family. Deal with this loss, I mean, because we'll correct what needs to be corrected, but try best you can to enjoy the holidays.
You mentioned the three-point defense tonight. Is that more a result of trying to help inside on Kofi, or just a misexecution in terms of?
A little bit of both. I think it's a little bit of both because, again, you have to identify him. But they shoot the ball well anyway. You're talking 39% as a team. Guys shoot it well, and they get good looks because of, again, you have to be able to make shots, and they can make shots, so you have to give credit there. But also when he's around that rim, you're hovering around. And like we just said, you know, Trevin did a tremendous job blocking shots. Make a play on him. Make a play. And then the next guy has to rotate on them. But I thought they did a great job of, you know, making the shots, and I don't think we was as aggressive as we needed to be.
There's been a few games in a row that the opposing teams have shot better than 40% from three. Is there any common trends you can kind of identify there?
Well, I think that the one thing is just pride on defense, guarding your man, guarding and getting up in the ball, guarding him, and force guys to make plays off the dribble. That means really being aggressive defensively. I think that's the first thing. And then we just kind of go from there depending on, you know, scouting game. But I thought here we weren't as aggressive. And I think somewhat had to do with him around the rim, just trying to protect on the backside, put pressure on the ball, but they made shots. Because you have to get credit with the ability to make the shot, and they made them.
You guys cut it to 31-25, and it, you know, it was a long time you scored again after that. Can you just describe what you think happened in that time frame?
Again, I thought Maury missed the layup at the rim to cut it, and I thought Trent maybe hit 2 threes. And I have to really see on film whether they were breakdown threes, meaning what we did, and just kind of went from there. But I felt good even coming out the half, and then they make 3 threes in a half. Dejuan was guarding Trent. He gets a 3 over here, and then another 3. Then all of a sudden, offensive rebound 3. That's 9 points right there to change the game for you.
Did you feel like, I mean, they gave you a pretty good punch to make it 29-12, I guess it was. And when you guys did get it back, did you feel like you really had something going?
I did. I mean, especially when you cut back into the lead. But again, I think you have to be able to make open shots. I thought we had open shots. I thought we also had shots at the rim. You got to be able to capitalize that. When you're playing against a good team, you got to make those shots.
Hey, Zoe, Brad talked about how he challenges guys to have more energy and match the level that you guys have had in this game over the years. Did you sense that from them coming out, even in kind of leading up to the tip, Kofi, before the start of the game? Did you sense that they were trying to match what you guys had brought to this?
I always thought they played hard. And again, that's what he probably sees as a coach. I always thought they played hard because this game brings out that energy in you. You know, but I think when you make shots, there's a certain level of confidence when you're able to make shots. And again, when you have a guy like that on the interior with that physicality, it puts a lot of pressure on your defense, especially when you got guys on the perimeter that can make shots. But I always thought they played hard. Yeah.
It's a lopsided loss to Kansas and Illinois. What's your message to fans who are hurting that these rivalry games are going down the way they are?
Oh, stay the course. Stay the course. We will continue to get better. We will continue to grow. And I like who we are as a team, and I like where we're going. Yeah.
Any questions for our players?
Trevon, when you're guarding Kofi down low, what was your mindset like going up against a player like that?
Just do the best I can, trying to dime the ball. Once he gets down there, obviously he's a pretty big dude, so he's pretty hard to guard down there.
I think there's a sequence where you had like 3 or 4 blocks in a row. I mean, what was that like for you? What were you looking for in that sequence there?
I was just playing basketball, just doing what I do. So.
Kobe, I know for a lot of the game you were having to guard Kofi on the defensive end. Does that make it harder to get going offensively, having to expend that much effort to guard a guy like him on the other end?
I would say so. No, obviously it's a hard task. It takes a lot out of you, but no, I wouldn't say it.
Could you move the microphone a little bit? Kobe, what was it like? You guys did cut it to 6 there. Kind of answered that first run. What did you see from them after that to kind of enter the half?
See from their team?
Right after you guys cut it to 6 in the
Oh.
first half.
They was hitting shots. We gave up a lot of open looks, and we just gotta fix that. And we gotta have more urgency, defensive urgency to get to shooters and get them out of their spots.
Kobe is one of the leaders on this team. What's your message to these other guys? Obviously, you and Javon played in this environment before, but after this loss, what's your message to these guys on the team, the younger guys?
Definitely don't dwell on it too bad. It's gonna hurt. But we still got a long season left. Don't let this define who we are as a team or who you are as a person or how you played today. So just to keep moving forward and keep getting better.
Travis, I'm curious. Not even maybe specific to today's game when you're playing a guy like Kobe, but maybe when you're just on the floor with Kobe, do you prefer to be that help man or do you prefer to be the guy with the assignment? Because I know you like to. At least today, you came in, swooped in for your 6th block. So.
I think I prefer to be the help man. I feel like with my length, I can do a good job of helping in, and if the ball doesn't go in, it comes back to my man getting back out. So I'd rather be the help man.
Kobe, when they're making threes like they were starting out 4 for 4, and then they were making a bunch during that run into the first half, late second half. I mean, how difficult is it to guard them, considering they also have what they have inside Kobe?
It makes a big difference having a presence like him down there. Makes, like Coach was saying, it makes the team want to help whoever's guarding him out so he doesn't get going. But then while doing that, they're leaving the people on the perimeter, so they're getting open. So it's a hard task, but yeah.
Did you bang your arm up a little bit on one of those plays? It looked like you were maybe favoring your arm a little bit.
Oh yeah. I got hit in the arm. Yeah, I lost feeling. It scared me a little bit. I'm good though.
Cuonzo, a lot of people groaned about last year's shooting, but this year you guys have had at least 5 games where you've shot under 20% from 3. What have been the struggles so far, or what's that been like?
It's a struggle because you want to see your team make shots. But the thing I always go back to, continue to work on it, and if you're getting open looks, they'll fall. If you're a three-point shooter and you're working on it in practice, eventually they'll fall. And I think it's just that simple till they fall. I mean, because the issue more than anything would be if you're not getting any looks, if all your shots from 3 are under duress. But if you're getting open shots from 3, you just continue to work at it and eventually they'll fall for you.
Yeah, do you see this team hitting its stride in that sense, or do you feel like you're not banking on that being your identity?
No, you play the game. I think our identity, defending, rebounding, playing hard. I think more than anything, your offense comes and goes. And I think if you do those things, defend, rebound, and play as hard as you can play, you give yourself a chance to win games. But you want to see 3-point shots go. I think it's very important because you're probably looking at a different game if some of those shots go for you. But if they don't, against good teams, you put so much pressure on your defense to be able to make plays.
Cuonzo, against Utah, you guys only took 5 3 shots in the second half. Tonight, you guys took, if I'm reading this correctly, 15. What was the message behind that? And then,
There was no message. I think the only one I thought maybe was a tough. I thought there were two tough shots from 3 in the second half. Well, shots that we probably could have passed up on. But other than that, when those shots are open, they have to go. They have to go.
So as you get ready for SEC play, I know you said you wanted them to enjoy the week, but I mean, what's the practice going to be like when you kind of get back to it?
Well, we have 3 days off, so I think we get back. We practice on the 26th. Continue to do what we do, defending the 3-point line, building our defensive wall in transition, continue to improve our post defense, and I think we're making progress in those areas. And I think offensively, being able to make shots and make plays. Because I think once you're able to make shots, then it changes your outlook as a team. Because there's a level of confidence. I think most players nowadays, they feed off their offense. You want your shots to go in because it gives you confidence.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.